Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. Before we get started, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The owner of the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast and affiliate companies are not liable for any loss inflicted in relation to its content. And then go to lastfighttrading.com so I can get you sorted. Let's see what we got today. Let's see what we got today. Yesterday was an absolutely phenomenal day. Yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. All right, we got the 5 moving average at 71.89. All right, let them work out all the kinks. Let's see what we had on the 30-minute. So we had the CPI report come in line, right? We see a rejection right on the, or not, we don't know if it's going to be a rejection yet, but we see a pullback from the top of the lick box right here on the 30-minute chart. Why is this off? Oh, that was stupid. We see rejection on the top of this lick box as well on the 5-minute. You know what? I'm just going to drag this a little further. There we go. Let this play out a bit. You didn't miss anything. And when I'm saying movement, you know I mean like this, right? When I'm saying movement, that's what I mean. Oh, excuse me, let me do that again. Like this. Now look, this box right here doesn't mean anything. I didn't know that this was going to be here, so this doesn't mean anything. Literally just a guess. I'm being honest. This is literally just a guess. I didn't know it was going to bounce like this, so now let's be patient. Yeah, this is a guess. I didn't expect this. All right, we just broke the water line on the 1, and maybe starting that bear cycle on the 5, and a little bit of weakness coming in on the 30. So it looks like we have 2 major levels of liquidity, right? It looks like we have this one right here, and then it's probably going to line up with the 5. But look, this is a guess. I don't know that this is going to be here. I literally guessed. I'm just telling everyone honestly. This is a guess. I didn't know that this was going to be here. I'm not just saying that to come back later and be like, see, I told you. I'm not doing that. Not right now. This is just a guess. I'm just being honest. We want to look to see if we get continuation from it through maybe to the 5. So we're going to wait for that continuation. Otherwise, we're going to look for, it's got to be above 74.95. It's got to be above 74.95 for something like this. So it looks like we probably have a wide range of, who knows? I gotta redraw it. Here's one possibility here. So we're at this level right now. I'm a little bit late, but now we gotta see. So let's be patient. Let's be patient. It's kind of hard to fight this wick. It's kind of hard to fight this wick, and you know, technically we're in an uptrend, right? Technically, so it looks like we're stepping up, and they're holding off right here. So one of them's gonna win, right? One of them's gonna win. We'll find out who. They're not going to give it to us that easy, are they? Are they really going to give it to us that easy? See if this magenta can get us down to 71. Okay, basically 72, and then we'll use it. Can you guys hear me? Someone's asking about the audio. Hello, hello. That's how they say hello in Japan. Hello. Remember, this right here, this is a guess. I didn't know. I'm telling you for a fact. I didn't know. So this doesn't mean anything really. I'm not sure why it's dancing on it like this. Pretty interesting. So we'll see if, you know, if it's a thing, if they give us a little miniature cup and handle. I'm actually really surprised because, you know, instead of doing like, you know, a solid key level line, you know, I did this little box here because I was just guessing. So I needed like some type of range, you know, just got lucky that it's bouncing right on top. So this is luck. I'm telling you, this is luck. But, you know, luckily now, you know, I guess we have a visual, but we want to see if, so now we know where the liquidity's at, right? We know there's some liquidity at, what is this? 72.69. And then if we want to look for something ideal, we want to look for like, you know, something underneath the 5. We want to see this magenta underneath the 5. Luckily for us, it looks like it gave us, it looks like it did give us like this. So very fortunate, very fortunate. I'm gonna extend this just a little bit. Look, I'm telling everybody, I literally just guessed. I didn't, I know it looks fishy, but it's just a guess. So now we see our little tiny inverse cup and handle that formed perfectly, right? Now we don't know from here. We see the liquidity is at, whatever I said, what was it? 72.69. Now we don't know from here. I'm gonna erase this one. This was just being preemptive. They're trying to start that weak cycle. We're still above the water on the 5. And we're above the water on the 30, but it looks a little bit of weakness on the 30. Look, I'm telling everybody, this is all just, I'm just guessing. This is just good luck, okay? This is just good luck. I'm telling everybody in the world, this is just good luck. I didn't know that this was going to happen. Well, now we're dealing with Big Daddy 5 in the way, right? Now we're dealing with Big Daddy 5. If you were the risky type, you needed to take it on the break of the magenta here, or on the rejection right here, wherever I drew it, either the rejection or the magenta. Now you're buying at the bottom. You don't want to buy at the bottom. Because there's a big lick wall, maybe here, or definitely here. So you needed to get in. I'm not saying you needed to, right? I'm saying if this happens, then. But, you know, we don't know. But if you were to take the risk, it would be either at the very top, wherever I drew this flexion point here, or on the break of the magenta. So that way you have some room to protect the trade. You can break even if you want, right? But buying at the bottom, not recommended. From here, you gotta wait to pass Big Daddy 5. Because you're just chasing it at this point. This lick box actually worked out pretty well. Now from here, we need a if then, right? We need a if then from here. So let me go into the secret room. Watch. All right, Discord, this is for you. From this moment here, this is what we got. Let me clean this up. I'll leave it. Let me watch. It's either going to be, we're doing this, and we have to watch out for this right here, right? To make sure it doesn't just do this up here. All right, cool. So that's one thing. So from here, it's a if then, right? And it's if we break above this, then we're going to look for the support right here. Okay? So you don't have to think, you don't need to guess. One of those things is going to happen. I'm telling you, it is. It's going to happen. Now, the way you play it, That's on you. I don't control that part. But one of those things is going to happen. All right, cool. I'm going back to the real world. So this is why we like the data, right? Now that we get data, it's going to be easier. It's going to be much easier now. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cruz. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Cruz. Ah, it's not ready yet. Man, it's not quite ready yet. The 5's not ready yet. All right, look where they retrace back up to, right here. So we know that this is something, right? We know this is something. All right, so look, week cycle, right? Let's see if, no, not quite. Okay. All right, Discord, did you see why I did what I just did? Do you see why I made the if then? Do you see why it's important to wait for the setup? This is why right here. It's happening right now. This is why. Remember this moment. Remember this moment. This is why. So this is when I'm telling you, don't front run the play. Let whatever needs to happen, happen. We need that data, or else you're guessing. Now, I know I say I'm guessing a lot, but in my mind, I see data. In my mind, I see the data. But look, everything I just drew in the secret room, it's happening, right? So wait for the setup. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. No need to guess. There's no need to guess here. One of those things is going to happen. If you're looking for your safety, I'm willing to bet someone knows what I'm going to say for the safety. And you know what happens to us is sometimes whenever I draw the path and then it does happen, we're all like, oh man, why didn't I get on that? Why didn't I get on that? I know it. I already know it. And then you feel FOMO. Well, I'm going to get on the next path, the next yellow path. And then we start taking risky trades at the bottom, buying puts at the bottom. Never buy the put at the bottom, right? Never buy the call at the top. If it goes without us, oh well. Don't worry, I got you. This is how someone needs to put in. There you go. There you go. Right there. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. And if you're not willing to wait for that, then you're going to be risky, right? And if you're going to be risky, put a tight stop and you'll be fine. Understand what the risk is, right? You see this flexion point right here. You see this flexion point. There's a reason why I didn't get rid of it. Because the data presented itself. I just drew exactly what's happening. I just drew it. Now, everyone on YouTube is going to be like, bullshit. I don't care about them. I don't care about them. but we know, right? And then if the people in YouTube stick around for a little bit, I'm gonna prove to you why you're dumb. I'm gonna prove it. Watch. Oh man, I get lucky sometimes, I'll tell you that. I think a lot of us, what happens is we're not willing to wait for the if then. We're like, well, I have a hunch or I have a feeling that X, Y, and Z is going to happen. So, but you're ignoring the fact that there's a big liquidity wall right in front of you. Now look, this play right here, almost to the target. Almost to the target. Let's see. It needs a couple more cents. Couple more cents. This weak cycle here fooled everybody. This is why I told you, if, then. If and then. This is why I told you exactly. Look, it all happened, right? All of it happened. Damn, it's almost like we knew ahead of time exactly what was going to happen. So when you're taking the trade, right? If you don't let it play out, if you let the red, because you know, if you're buying puts, this green would be red in your brokerage, right? If you let the red candle scare you out, and if you didn't put your stop above the last high, and it has to be a little bit higher, why? You see why. They just wanted to slap people in the face. This is a stop hunt. That's what this is right here. So this is why you put it a little bit above, because, and also we're dealing with options, right? All right, now we're seeing the purple do its job. We're seeing purple do its job and the lick box do its job. I'm telling you right now, this was a stop hunt for everyone who bought on the break of this magenta right here. This was a stop hunt. This was to grab everybody's stop, and there's nothing you can do about that. Damn, this was 10 cents off on a stock that cost $772.63, 10 cents off the mark. Not bad. I mean, we still got time. There you go, Raul. All right, let's do some, let's check the higher time frames, right? So we are below the water, number one, and we see the volatility. Technically above the water, but, and look, this purple's still holding up right here. So if it wants to do whatever we just said, it's happening. And we still have that weakness on the 30, but we're still above the water technically, okay? So I know that 5 looks juicy. If you want the safety, you know what it is. Quote unquote safety. Now this lick box just so happened to be working out, so we'll see. And remember, this 5 is going to be a moving target, right? It's a moving target. And they don't have to hit the 5, but they're gosh darn close to it. They don't have to hit it. Look how close they came right here. Matter of fact, here, look at the grab right here from the 5. Just wait for it. Wait for the A1 setup. You'll be, you know, a lot less stressed. They're not giving me anything. This was a stop hunt. This is clear as day a stop hunt. Clear as day. All right, this lick box is doing its work. It's doing its work, right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see if they want that second bite at the apple at 72.11. All right, we're coming up on this teal here. Maybe some violence right here on this teal. Still traveling down this purple. All right, now give me my goddamn 10 cents. Give me my goddamn 10 cents. Seven cents. Give me my 7 cents. 6 cents. Give me my. Oh, they don't want to give me my goddamn 6 cents. Easy money. Easy money. Who doubted me? Someone doubted me. Someone doubted me. I know it. Right to the target. Look how perfect. Oh man, I get lucky sometimes, let me tell you. I get lucky. Right to the target. Perfect. Oh my goodness, this is too easy. I don't even know why they let me do this. This is too easy. Who doubted me? Look at the perfect entry. Right to the target. Get out of my face. Oh man, moving target, right? This is gonna be a moving target. We're still on purple. Maybe a little hostility on this teal right here on the 30. Still on purple. Absolute perfection. Someone doubted me. I know it. I already know it. Now, if you're waiting for your entry, you know what it is. Wait for it. And chances are I'm going to find an even better setup. Because I don't think we want to use magenta. We're going to use something else. Just give me a second and I'll find it. Someone doubted me. I know it. Someone doubted me. Who was it? Which one? Which one of you doubted me? But anyways, look. Now we got good data, right? All the targets hit. Now we know the data's good. Now, this is exactly what we were talking about early this morning in the pre-market. So let this lick box do its thing. I should probably just combine them in one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll leave it for right now. But this is probably just one big ass lick box, right? We're almost at the waterline on the 5. So this is where we need to start paying attention to this, right? This is where we need to start paying attention to this. Hot lava. I told you, hot lava. I told you. Oh, man. Best on the internet. Proven. It's proven. No one's doing this. No one is doing this right here. I'm telling you. No one's doing it. But if you're waiting for your entry, wait for it. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Let them build up. Now we know what needs to happen in any direction. So let them be our exit liquidity. If we're trying to like guess from here, that's because you're trying to get 100%. That means you're greedy. That means you're greedy. Let them build it. Let them build our exit liquidity. The hesitation on the edge means there's liquidity there, right? This is where all the liquidity is. You see it. You can see it clear as day. Hold on. Watch. Look at all this built up right here. You can see the liquidity build up. That's what that means. So we know there's liquidity on this and this. We know it's there already. There might be something here, but this this stop hunt kind of messed it up. So it looks like a stop hunt to me, in my opinion. There might be something here as well, but this stop hunt messed me up. So I'm gonna take it away because I'll just be guessing. Let me clean up the chart real quick. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna clean this one up. Yeah, target hit on that. So we want to pay attention to this top. We want to pay attention to the top here. And everything I said before, right? Nothing's changed. We have to make sure we don't do this. And if you are taking the risk, you got to measure risk to reward to the next level. Let me explain what that means. Let me explain what that means. Ready? Discord? Pay attention. Pay attention. Here, watch. So look at our 5 minute. This is still happening. So this right here, still happening. All this is still happening, right? Just as we described. We need to pay attention here because that's where the liquidity is. Excuse me, right here. That's where the liquidity is. And then if that happens, you want to look for something like this. Something like this. So you got to measure risk to reward from here to here, or to wherever the secondary lick is going to form, like this. But you understand that that's a long way to, not a long way away, but a lot needs to happen before all that. So instead of guessing that this is the bottom, right? You want to wait for certain things to tell us, and I'm telling you what it is. And this is still optimal. Above this, still optimal. So while we're doing this, there's nothing to think about. You see it. There's nothing to think about. If you're waiting for an entry, your best bet is for something like this. Right? Or like this, or like this. So maybe somewhere here, and then to the downside, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We got to let it play out. But this is what it is. And when this time comes, we'll be prepared. Don't worry. I know I just erased it, but we'll be prepared. We will be prepared. This lick box is kind of working out, right? Kind of working out. Can you guess if it's educated? If you know, if you're educated on somewhere down here, something I don't know, then I guess it's not a guess. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you what's in my head. My uneducated 1.6 GPA head. And don't forget, we got really bad quality videos. I'm gonna hold on to that. The video quality, horrible. VHS. Oh man. Now, if they did want to form secondary liquidity for purple, somewhere over here would be ideal. And I'm trying to go off of the price, so I'm being way preemptive here. So let's see how we react to blue and purple, right? I'm just going to take this away for now. So you're focusing on blue when blue's not the thing here, right? Blue's not the thing. You're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Yeah, today's you know, the price action is doing the thing. It's not clean. It's definitely not clean. It's definitely not clean, but if we apply the rules, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. And I'm willing to bet, I don't know for a fact, but I'm willing to bet that the reason why you're probably not interested in taking any trades today is because you see the volatility and you know you're not capable of holding through the red candle like that. I'm willing to bet, I don't know for a fact, but that's good. That's something you need to recognize about yourself. That's good. That's a good thing. Yes, you. You're looking at the volatility, you're looking at the slap in the face, you're like, oh, hell no, I would have been stopped out way long ago. Damn the yellow path. Ain't no way. You did have a good one yesterday. You did have a good one yesterday. A lot of discipline. Your discipline's getting there, man. Now you just got to brush your teeth. If you could just brush your teeth. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is them building it for us, right? That's all that's happening. We kind of like all this movement because it increases our odds. As long as we wait for it, it's our best bet. And understand the risk, right? So we have a risk of probably on this lick box, actually. Probably on this lick box. Yeah, let them figure this out. We don't even need to guess. And if they chopped around in here all damn day, that's going to be rough. So wait for the proper one. We're at the water line on the 1. I think we're pretty much at the water line on the 5. And above the water, maybe weak cycle on the 30. So this is sideways. Weak cycle on the 30 is going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Weak cycle on the 30, we're probably scalping. It's doing exactly what it needs to do. Everything is perfectly fine right here. Everything's fine. Here, look. Use your 5-minute chart in Discord. It's either going to be this or this. Either one. That stop hunt kind of messed things up. That stop hunt kind of messed things up. I may be being a little overcautious, but I'm not trying to risk anybody's money stupidly, trying to show off. All right, we see this purple here and the top of the lick box are kind of lining up. So we know where the liquidity is at, right? We know exactly where it's at. Just be patient. Just be patient. They're doing exactly, the price action is doing exactly what it needs to do. Exactly what it needs to do. You know, everything's saying sideways, and I think we can kind of see that. So if they wanted to continue down, 2 green candles would be reasonable. 2 green candles would be reasonable, right? A big, strong momentum candle, 2 green, and then continuation. We're about to see. Oh, this candle just opened up. This candle just opened up on the 30-minute. Okay. Okay. God dang. Look at that liquidity grab. Look at that liquidity grab. There's nothing you can do about that, right? There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about that. They're grabbing liquidity. We gotta wait. We're gonna wait for the setup. Now we're gonna wait for the setup. No big deal. There's nothing you can do about that. Golly. That's old. Chenko says he's paper trading. What'd you bet? What's your bet? What's the bet? This is why we wait, right? This is why we wait for this moment right here. And I promise you, this is going to get very clear very shortly. Very clear very shortly. Just be patient. I told you what was going to happen, right? I told you what was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now just be patient. This is the liquidity grab, so be patient now. We're going to see if there's going to be continuation, which will identify, I told you where. Maybe somewhere down here. Be patient. They're slapping. They're playing a game of slap face. But this happened way too fast. Way too fast. I mean, granted, it did happen, but it just happened so fast. Now we don't know if it's a liquidity grab. Yeah, there's no way to prepare for that. All right, look. I'm going to show everybody in the world why you're a dummy for not joining the Discord. Ready to find out why you're dumb? Here, check this out. Watch. I'm going to share the screen. At, this is 10:16 Eastern. This is Pacific Standard Time right here. If we break the blue, let's see if the blue gets us to the 5 MA. Right? All right, let's see what that means. Here's the blue. The blue got us to the 5 MA. Just saying. Just saying. It all happened, right? It just happened in this is not fair. This is not fair that it happened in that time frame, but now we're gonna see. And now we have a moving target. This is the hard part. Let's see what this lick box wants to do. Oh, they're playing a game of slap face. This lick box is really holding up right here. So we're all wondering, is this a liquidity grab to push it up, or are we going to find some continuation? And the continuation between blue and the 5 is probably going to be ugly. It's probably going to be ugly. All right, we're at the water line. Below the water, maybe starting that weak cycle. And then the legs are crossing. Look, even though we broke this teal, really hard to catch this. Very hard to catch this. Don't feel weird. Today's just one of those days. On a normal day, or whenever this kind of stuff doesn't happen, it would be a lot easier. But now you understand the risk to reward, right? Now you understand the risk to reward. I mean, I think that was I feel weird. This is the risk to reward we can understand, right? From blue to the 5. That's all we can ask for. It actually went down to this key level here, 71.20. But does everyone understand what I'm saying? From blue to whatever, this is our risk to reward. This is all we can ask for. It just so happened that it went way too quick, but it doesn't matter the speed or whatever. The market has to fill the order somewhere. That's the point I want to get across. They got to fill the order somewhere. Don't get caught on this chop. Don't get caught on this chop. We already identified it. I'm going to remove this one just for now. Look, nothing's crazy here. Top of purple, bottom of purple, top of purple, bottom of purple. Nothing's crazy. They're doing everything that they needed to do. Let me clean this up real quick. It played out, but goddamn, it played out way too quick. I mean, do you see why I went a little bit above on this flexion right here? This is why I went a little bit above. Damn, that's lucky. That is really lucky. That's lucky. I think a normal person probably would have put it here, right? Above the last high. But for some reason, I'm not sure why. I really don't know why. But I was damn near spot on for this flexion here. And then the continuation. If you took the trade, man, good for you. But this was tough for everybody else. Both these are still in play because why? Because we're in the purple still. Use your 5-minute chart. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. This weak cycle on the 30 is going to be a problem. Yeah, that weak cycle is going to be a problem on the 30. If you didn't take any trades and you're waiting, you did the right thing. You're doing all the right things. And you see why. You're doing everything the right way. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. got a couple things we're contending with, right? We're contending with purple and the lick box right here. But this is very good liquidity. Very good liquidity. All this right here, this is our money. They're all putting in. That's like, they're all putting in money. They're like, yeah, we're gonna give this person a gift. Put in all your money here. That's what they're doing. That stop hunt from earlier is messing things up. This one candle messed a lot of things up because I have to take it into account. Now I do like this. Use your 5-minute chart. Purple's still holding up, right? Purple's still holding up. We already knew this was going to happen. We already knew since, I don't know, maybe like a little under an hour ago. This is no surprise here. We can see that there's indecision in the market, right? If this is not the type of environment we want to be in, we don't need to trade. There's no one sitting here forcing you to trade. Wait for the environment to be friendly. There's no one forcing us to trade here. This is not a friendly environment, but I'm telling you, one of those two things has to happen. It must happen. And if not interested, right? So you don't really need to think too hard. All right, let's check higher time frames. We are at the waterline on the 1. Below the water, bull cycle on the 5, and maybe starting that. We crossed the legs on the 30. So sketchy here. Use the 5-minute chart. I'm just waiting for someone to fire off a tweet any second now. So look, the bottom of the lick box here, 71.99, let's say 72, is lining up with this blue right here. Excuse me. And they're being a bit stubborn here, huh? A little stubborn right here. We got 30 seconds on this candle. Use your 5-minute chart. And then you're gonna have to measure risk to reward, right? If you're waiting for the safety, wait for it. Quote unquote safety. I got some wicks on the 1 minute. Having to survive a weak cycle here would be unfortunate. Okay. Let's see if they want to dance. Bro, this lig box is it's tough. This lig box is tough, man. This blue or this lig box, they're being tough. A weak cycle here would be unfortunate. We got about a little over 2.5 minutes on this candle. We want to see if they're going to dance right now. Minute 45 on the candle. If you took this blue, you got to protect your trade. If you took the 1 minute blue, you got to protect your trade. "22 seconds on the candle. Looks like we're coming up to, what is this? The key level right here, 71.80. Okay. Okay. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. All right, second bite at the apple. Little under 3 minutes on the candle. 20 seconds on the candle. This weak cycle on the 30 is going to be a problem. Lower day 72.70 or 71.72. Here's lower day, struggling right here, right above the 5. I'm gonna highlight it. Lower day. All right, we had 1 bite at the apple, 2 bites at the apple. We're still inside our purple. Just taking our time. They're trying to bore you into submission. If you took this blue, you need to start adjusting your stops. If you're waiting for the safety, wait for it. Testing the purple on the 5-minute. All right, let's see if we can break through low a day. Otherwise, adjust your stops if you took blue. Little by little, you need to adjust, little by little. Lower days right here, so they're having a hard time breaking through. Once, twice, 3 times. Let's see what they got. They're not making it easy. They're not making it easy. Tough price action today. Oh man, this is brutal. This is painful. Been chopped from 9:30. 2 hours of just slow grind chop to the downside. All right, finally. Jeez. A little bit of breathing room from blue here. Start to adjust your stops if you took blue. The 5 is really close, so you know there's a lot of liquidity right here on 71, 72, and the 5. My first set of contracts, I got slapped in the face right here for break even, and then I'm holding the runners, so holding runners, and we'll see if we can hit the 5. Otherwise, trade protected. But it's so sketchy. Like, I'm probably gonna get slapped in the face again, but at least it'll be profit this time. Yeah, I got slapped in the face on 1129 candle. A little bit inside break even, a little bit above break even, and now I'm just holding runners. But this price action's so slow. I need it to move. I gotta get out of here soon. Yeah, I know I took a little, you know, buying a put at the bottom and right in front of the 5, not a good idea, but I took a little risk and I'm paying the price for it now. I'm gonna move the runner inside profit just a bit more because I just don't have a lot of time here today. Today's got to be a short one, and it's the price action just not moving. This is a long, annoying hole. Like I don't like this. I don't like this. Not a fan. It's just annoying grind to the downside, you know, and the 5's right here, so they liquidity grab one time off of it, and I'm just waiting for the next liquidity grab, but I'm trying to also let it play, right? We're below the water, annoying. This is just the weak cycle on the 30 is annoying. Trying to be disciplined, but at the same time I got to get out of here. I just want to take my little money and just wait for the proper setup. Take my little bit of money and wait for the proper setup is probably what I should. If I had more time, I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer, a few more minutes. I'm gonna fly a little bit closer to the sun, so at least I can get a Starbucks coffee. Man, I'm thinking to wait for the strong cycle on the 5, but I just don't have that time. I just don't have the time for the strong cycle. Not if it's doing this. Yeah, it's falling down the stairs. Oh man. They're about to get me. I just want like one more liquidity grab off the 5, and then I'll be happy. Then I'll stop out, take my profit, and then I can continue on. One more liquidity grab off the 5 would be nice, but this one may have been it. Maybe if I didn't feel like I was under a time constraint, I would be maybe a little more chill, but I already got slapped in the face one time. Come on. I just want a little, like a little tiny drop would be nice. Little tiny drop. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. I'm definitely not going to survive a weak cycle on the 1, so if they get me, they get me. I'll just take my Starbucks and take my ball and go home. I'm just afraid I'm going to try to collect, and then at that exact price is where they decide, oh, okay, this is where we're going to dump. If they, I'm not saying they are going to dump, but, you know, obviously I should have waited till under the 5, but they're about to get me. See, now look, do I chase it here and just get, do I chase it here and just stop out here and call it a day and be happy with Starbucks, or what? Let me see. I've seen a little bit more drop, just a little bit. I mean, I could just get my Starbucks and be happy, but a little bit more drop would be nice. I just don't have the time. That's the thing. I need to get out of here, or at least start getting ready. I do think that this bolt down played out to the exact goddamn level, right? The bolt down exact level, right on 71.58. and they figured out my life. Okay, Starbucks money. If it, man, they better not. It better keep going up. It better keep going up from here. All right, we can take this one off the chart because it played out, right? This one should line up. No, they better not. See? They better not. They better not. They better keep going up. They better keep going up. It's like someone's listening and just knew, you know what? Let's stop this guy out right here. And then let's continue in the red with the red candle. Gosh, dang. Look at the perfect timing on that. Look at the perfect timing. Oh my goodness. It better go up. They couldn't have timed it any more perfect than that right there. That's the absolute perfect timing. Look at, oh my goodness. Absolute perfect timing right there. Just enough to grab my stop. Like by pennies. Just enough to grab my stop. And I just said it too. I'm gonna move it, they're gonna ding, and then the red can't. Come on, man. You know what? I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry about it. That's insane. That's insane. Anyways, I gotta stop looking at this. All right, look, Discord. Let's see what we got. I gotta stop looking. I have to stop looking. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. That's unbelievably annoying. That is unbelievably annoying. $3 holler. They made me a $3 holler. Times 2. That is unfortunate. $5 sushi at Publix. This is unfortunate. All right, Discord, look. We're going to have this, we want to look for a strong BRR above the green right here. And then the next one is BRR underneath the 5. That's just what it is. If you're looking for safety, that's all we got, right? And from the BRR, look at your key level and look at your key level. So expect violence here and here if they go up. And then to the downside, we probably want to be underneath the 7120. You know, probably the 7120 on a break and retest. We can get a test for it on the break of the 5. They better go up. They better go up. But this right here is just big lick box. Big lick box. Yeah, let's not be interested in this range right here. There's probably nothing to do in here. There's probably nothing to do. I took a little risk and very little reward. Very little reward. All that time sitting there with my eyes burning probably wasn't worth the $3. Probably wasn't worth the $3. Man, it better go up. It better go up from here. Look how unfortunate. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna get up for really quick. I'm gonna circulate some blood. I'm gonna let this settle out. There's nothing to do in here. This is just chop. The weak cycle on the 30, this is not ideal. The weak cycle on the 30 is a problem. This is just chop. I don't really even see this. This is probably what it should be. This is probably what it should be. So on the there's a 72.95 on the 5-minute chart. Use the 1-minute chart for this. Use the 1-minute chart. Just for some added safety. Man, this thing better go up. I gotta stop looking at it. I'm gonna be right back. Let me circulate some blood. Take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, Discord, let me explain that to you, right? Let me explain it to you. So, watch, listen. When I'm saying breaking this, right? Inside of this would be ideal. However, what we have to worry about is Big Daddy 5. But if you still want the safety, quote unquote safety, you know where it is. It's on the screen already, right? It's already on the screen. So it's going to be yeah. Probably up here somewhere. Whenever this happens, we don't know when. Probably up here somewhere, which is this right here. Okay? And then probably down here somewhere. So it's already on the screen. Otherwise, it's just this. So you don't need to think. You don't need to think. It has to be like that. If you're taking the risk in here, it's a scalp. You understand that? It's a scalp. Especially if you're doing the counter. If you're doing the counter, you got to watch out for the scalp, right? And then we have our best bet. These are our best bets. Everybody clear? Is everyone clear? It has to be like that. Now we got the data. There's no, I mean, we kind of already knew. We kind of already knew. I will refer you to, I think it's like the first damn thing I said. Look at the 6:30 or the opening minute. On my watch, it's 6:30. 6:30 a.m. So 9:30. Look at that post that I put. That woman in lick box is danger for puts. Be patient. The 5 is ideal, right? Watch. 6:30. That 1 minute lick box is danger for puts. Be patient. The 5 is ideal. If you're playing the game inside here, you're somebody's exit liquidity. If you do decide to take the risk, you gotta just scout. You gotta take the money when you can. This week 30 is an issue. That's what the problem is. The week 30 is an issue. We're in between two trading plans right now. We're in between two of them. It looks like maybe the bolt down and the cup and handle. We're in between two. So now we need to be patient. We have the entries for either one. We have the entries for either one. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be off to the side and quiet. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got really quick. I got 1 or 2 minutes to spare here. Okay, well, damn, that was lucky. How the hell? Nice little trail down this purple here. Let's see if we break and retest above lick box right here. And then you can only ask but for so much. If you took this green, you need to protect this trade, right? If you took the green, protect the trade. We just got to make sure that orange doesn't say what orange has to say, right? And then keep it in orange. So green to orange. If we can get above, form some support above, what is this? 72.95. Then maybe we're going to look for the next leg to 73.43, which would be right up here on this green. So let's see if this weak cycle forms support above 72.91. We're going to go leg by leg. If you took this purple on the 1 minute, you need to protect the trade as well. All right, just protect the trade. Easy money, right? Easy money. You'll get it. Don't worry. It takes time. It takes time. It comes in waves. It comes in waves. So you're just starting to understand the concept. You're just starting to understand I need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because before you'd be, oh shit, red candle. It's going the other way. Let me get my money. But now you understand you need to let it play out a little bit. Here, watch. Let me show everybody. Watch. Screen share. Use green and orange. Puts on orange, which means greens are scalps until the cup is closed. Let's look. Here's the green. We're scalping. Easy money. Easy money, right? Does everyone understand? Is everyone starting to understand what's going on? You know, we just needed to let a little bit more data. The 5-minute chart is probably our best bet. This is going to be our bread and butter. The 5-minute chart is going to be our bread and butter because it's our best bet. Yep. Green, right? So what we'll do here is I'll do this one. We'll use the 5-minute and I'll do this one. This blue was tough. This blue was tough. It still went over half a point, but it was tough. It was really sketchy. Where's that go? Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. There. And this is what I mean by, even if you get it wrong once, it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. There's the proof. There's the proof. It's just hard to be wrong twice in a row. Because once we get the data, you know, usually if we get chopped up, that means now we know where the money is. That's all that means. If that play didn't work, okay, well now we know where the money is. That's exactly what that means. Same thing here. Oh, we got chopped up here, break a blue. Same thing here. We got chopped up here. Now we know it's green. It was a green on this one. You'll see the pattern. It has to work like this, right? It has to work exactly like this. As long as you understand the risk. As long as you understand the risk and be happy with something, we're going to build that something. We're going to build it. Yeah, wait for that confirmation, Chenko. Wait for that. If you're not already in it and you're not going to hold for the week cycle here, you got to wait for that confirmation. I told you, this week cycle on the 30 was going to be a problem. It was going to be a problem. We got a little bit of room on the 5. All right, but look, YouTube, that's been my time. Tomorrow should be a full stream. Today we got to call it short. YouTube, it's been a pleasure. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to livespytraining.com. I'll get you sorted out. Have a good day. Goodbye.